Good evening students. My name is Vijay Gupta and you are watching biology classes. So students, in this class of biology, today I am going to start a new topic for all my 11th students. As we all know that currently I am making all my videos for my 11th students. Currently I am telling you about the chapter number 2, that is the biological classification. In my last video, as I told you, that was the lecture number 1 of chapter number 2. I told you about the different types of classification systems, in which the last one was 5 kingdom system that was proposed by Whitaker. In that particular system, I told you about all the organisms are divided into 5 kingdoms. These kingdoms were Monera, Protista, fungi, plantae and animalia. So in this video, I am going to start your kingdom number 1, that is kingdom Monera, in which prokaryotes are included. So in this video, I'll tell you about the general characters of kingdom Monera with the special reference of a bacteria or a bacterial cell. So let's start the video. First of all, I'll tell you about the general characters of kingdom Monera. Number 1, they are the simplest, most primitive unicellular prokaryotes organisms. Means all the members of kingdom Monera are the simplest organisms in the universe. They are most primitive, means they formed so early. Next is unicellular. They have single cell, so they are unicellular. They are prokaryotics, means the cell is prokaryotic. As I described before, there are 2 main type of cells are present, the prokaryotic and the eukaryotic. The prokaryotic cells do not possess different cell organelles such as mitochondria, Golgi body, endoplasmic reticulum, etc., and do not possess a true nucleus. That is the specialty of prokaryotic cells. But in contrast, the eukaryotic cells consist of all the developed cell organelles such as mitochondria, plastids, ER, etc., etc. So the cells of the members of Monera are prokaryotic. Next is, such as examples are bacteria, mycoplasma and cyanobacteria, and the members of cyanobacteria are also known as BGA, means blue-green algae, and these members are also microscopic, means they can't be seen with the help of naked eyes, they are only visible with the help of microscope. The next is the cell wall contains peptidoglycan. There is a special substance made up of lipid, protein and carbohydrate known as peptidoglycan, which constitute the cell wall of the bacteria or the members of the other members of the kingdom Monera. So the cell wall is made up of peptidoglycan, a special substance, and there is no cellulose. In contrast, the plant cells consist of a cell wall of cellulose, made up of cellulose, but in bacterial cell wall, the cell wall is made up of peptidoglycan, there is no cellulose. Now the next is, they are cosmopolitan in distribution, means they are found everywhere. They are found in water as well as on land and air, so they are cosmopolitan in distribution. Next is, the DNA is naked. As you can see in the diagram of the bacterial cell, that DNA is present in the cytoplasm. It is in naked condition. It is not bounded by the nuclear membrane. So you can say that the DNA is naked, lies in the cytoplasm. As you can see, it is found in the cytoplasm, known as nucleoid. Such type of DNA which is not surrounded by the nuclear membrane in the bacterial cell is termed as nucleoid, or you can say it is the false nucleus. So the DNA, the nuclear area, it is the DNA and also known as nucleoid in case of the bacterial cell. Next point is, the mesosomes are present. Mesosomes. Mesosomes are the structures which are made up of the fold of the cell membrane. As you can see in the diagram, it is the cell membrane, and the cell membrane fold inward and to form a spherical structure that is called mesosome. As we have mitochondria in our cell for respiration, just like in bacteria, mesosomes helps in the process of respiration. So mesosomes are the organs of respiration in the bacterial cell or in the other members of kingdom Monera. Next point is, all the developed cell organs such as mitochondria, plastids, Golgi bodies, endoplasmic reticulum are absent. All these developed cell organelles which are present in the eukaryotic cells are totally absent in Monera, the members of Monera. So these are the absent. The next point is the ribosome is of 70s. Ribosome is the smallest organ of a cell and it is of two types, the 70s ribosomes and the 80s. So in prokaryotic cells, the ribosomes are present and there are 70s ribosomes. As you can see in the diagram, these are the ribosomes and these are the 70s ribosomes. I'll tell you my later videos what is the meaning of 70s and 80s. Next point is about the survival of the bacteria, that they can survive an extreme range of temperature. Means they can survive in the different types of temperatures like up to 78 degrees centigrade. Maximum bacteria are found at 78 degrees centigrade and minimum temperature is minus 190 degrees centigrade. So they can survive in a extreme range of the temperature. Now the next point is, it's a very important point. First of all, I will tell you about this point in the diagram. As you can see in the center part, it is the DNA. Sometimes a small fragment, one or two segments, breaks from the DNA and functions as DNA and present in the cytoplasm. These small fragments of DNA are termed as plasmid. They are self-replicating like the DNA and these are the plasmid. It is not compulsory that plasmids are present in the bacterial cell, but most of the times plasmids are found in the bacterial cell. So now in the point, extra chromosomal self-replicating DNA segment. It is the extra chromosomal. It is the main chromosome, you can say, and it is the extra chromosomal genetic material of the bacterial cell. So the extra chromosomal self-replicating. As you know, as I told you that it can replicate just like the DNA, it can self-replicate. So it is the self-replicating segment. So extra chromosomal, self-replicating and DNA segment called plasmid, and it is known as plasmid, occurs in most of the bacteria. It is present in most of the bacteria. So it was all about the general characters of a bacteria. Now I will tell you about the structure of bacterial cell. So as you can see in a diagram, that the bacteria is surrounded by a capsule. In most of the bacteria, when the unfavorable conditions arises, so the bacteria form a protected layer around itself, and the layer is called as slime layer or the capsule, which protect the bacteria in the unfavorable conditions. So bacteria surrounds by the capsule. Next layer is the cell wall. Cell wall is present in bacteria. So the cell wall is made up of peptidoglycan, as I told you in the point number 2. So the cell wall is present. Next is cell membrane. Just below the cell wall, a cell membrane, a thin and delicate cell membrane is present, which forms the mesosome here. Inside the cell membrane, the cytoplasm is filled in the bacterial cell. So it is the cytoplasm. Now in the cytoplasm, there are various structures, such as the central part of the cytoplasm consists of a nuclear area that contains DNA. As I told you before, that the true nucleus is absent. Suppose that this is the eukaryotic cell and it is the nucleus of eukaryotic cell. So in eukaryotic cell, the nucleus is surrounded by a membrane which is called as nuclear membrane. But in prokaryotic cell, the nucleus is not surrounded by any membrane. So it is the false nucleus, and this false nucleus is termed as the nucleoid. So it is the nuclear area containing DNA and also known as false nucleus or nucleoid. Next is, these are the ribosomes, and sometimes these ribosomes are found in groups, and the group of ribosome is called as polyribosomes. So these are the polyribosomes or the ribosomes, and they are of 70s. Now these are the fimbriae which helps in the locomotion, and for the locomotion a special structure is also present in most of the bacteria, which is a flagella. It is the flagella. So there are two flagella, as you can see in the diagram. So the flagella are attached to the cell wall with the help of these hooks. So these hooks helps the flagella to attach with the bacteria properly, and these flagella helps in the locomotion of the bacteria. It's not compulsory that flagella are present in the bacteria. I will tell you in my next video that how many types of bacteria are present on the basis of their flagella. I will tell you about the different kinds of shape, size of bacteria in my next video. So it was all about the structure of bacterial cell. I think now everything is clear to you in this video. In my later videos, I will tell you about the structure of bacterial cell, about the kinds of bacteria, about the kinds of bacteria on the basis of their flagella, etc. etc. So it was all about the bacterial general character and the structure of bacteria. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.